Hey guys, what's up? How ya doing? I'm here to talk to you guys about the final episode of Solo Leveling, which is on episode 12, and I got a small announcement which apparently is supposed to reach social media by now, so if anything else, let's just get this started. We have to it, Jinwoo is just struggling to fight against the infinite army of metal soldiers, and so forth. Eventually, it looked like he was about to get himself killed, but since he didn't do his daily quest routine, he will later on be transported to his penalty area. By that time, he ends up having to use the centipedes who gave him much trouble when he started having that penalty and recover tremendously and gets a weapon that will allow him to take on some armored foes, that kind of thing. And we also get to see Cha Hee-in getting ready to go to the raid, in order to maybe get into action, because I believe that raid on that certain island whatsoever became a failure possibly 2 times, because this is the 3rd time that they're trying to go. If the subtitles or information is given to me correctly, I don't know. One thing's for certain is that I remember there was a talk between one guy and another about the Jeju Island, having to be a very bad place for a lot of people, but they have to get through with it, I don't know. One thing's for certain is that they're trying to all I know is they're going for another raid apparently to try to take him on, but yeah. As for Jinwoo, he apparently recovers and goes back to fight against an army. Even though he kills multiple soldiers, he realizes that he has to kill the mages that are summoning them. Eventually, he ends up killing them anyway, etc. And being a dual-wielding dagger user, which I thought it was pretty cool here and there. He ends up having to get ready to about to accept a new class, This class right here, it looked like to me he was hesitant because it looks like everything he will be working for will later on be be all for nothing or destroyed. I don't know. One thing's for certain is that he was very close to not wanting to accept, but after thinking much about it, he decides to accept right away. Eventually, he is given a title Shadow Monarch, which apparently this title right here is meant to be very very much a big deal or something. I don't know. One thing's for certain is that once he accepts a necromancer class, he could actually end up summoning dead beings to his side, etc., which I thought was pretty cool. However, when he decides to try to summon Igris, it actually rejected him 2 times, showing that it's not loyal to him and that it would rather be loyal to someone else, But Jinwoo, after giving a speech, are you going to rust in this place forever or something? If you want to dedicate your sword and your life to someone, dedicate yourself to me. I will show you something far greater and far powerful of what you could imagine, that kind of thing. I don't know. One thing's for certain is that after going for a 3rd time and after giving a speech to Igris' body, or spirit whatsoever, he ends up having Igris decides to give his best and be loyal to him in the end. And I thought it was really awesome and cool to see how Igris in the shadow-like necromancer format shows up and bows to him. Same goes with the other soldiers, and we have to it that Jinwoo's alright, let's get started, that kind of thing. And then so forth, That was pretty cool. Now, there was a post-credit scene involving the people who were supposed to raid the island, and they realized that the enemies that on the island is actually evolving, which apparently is actually scary, considering that we don't really know how strong I don't know how strong the monsters were on Jeju Island, but all I can really say is that these creatures are getting stronger than they were beforehand, I don't know. One thing's for certain is that it's not going to be very easy depending on the situation of what's to come, but we'll see. Anyways, Season 2 is announced. I don't know when it's going to be released, etc. All I know is it's announced, and I'm looking forward to see how that goes, and hopefully to see more in the future, So, until then, people, I'll see you guys in the next video. So, I'm Alpha Zero. Have a good day. I'll see you guys next time, alright? Peace out. Bye-bye. Ta-da!